The Smile That Never Faded. A story on the life of Charlie Chaplin.
Narrated by Shri, Rajeev S. Thatte.
London, 1889. In the fog-choked alleyways of Walworth, a newborn cried into the soot-laced air. Born on 16th April, Charles Spencer Chaplin entered a world of hardship. Yet that first cry would, decades later, echo in laughter around the globe. The little vagabond Charlie was born to Hannah Hill, a music hall singer, and Charles Chaplin Sr., a vocalist with a penchant for drink. Their marriage was brief and stormy. When his father abandoned the family and his mother's voice gave way to mental illness, little Charlie found himself in and out of workhorses. He remembered the rats in the walls, the aching hunger, and the fear of nightfall in overcrowded shelters. Yet amid the gloom, he danced. He mimicked passers-by, turning sadness into silent humor. By age 5, he was already performing, filling in for his ailing mother at a music hall. The seed of Laughter Charlie's brother Sidney, a few years older, became his rock. Together they survived, scrounged, and laughed. Sidney found work in a theatrical troupe and later helped Charlie do the same. Life on stage, though modest, was a revelation. Charlie could transform an ordinary moment into art. The Carnot troupe became his springboard. Touring England and then America, Charlie learned timing, expression, and the subtlety of slapstick. With no formal education, the stage was his classroom and the audience his teacher. Across the ocean in 1913, Charlie crossed the Atlantic again, this time under contract with Keystone Studios. His first film appearance was awkward and unsure, but when he crafted the character of the tramp, a mustached, bowler-hatted, cane-twirling figure with misfitting shoes, cinema found its silent poet. The tramp was more than a clown. He was everyman, vulnerable, kind, rebellious, and endlessly hopeful. Through him, Charlie poured his pain, poverty, and irrepressible spirit. Master of silence as his fame soared, Charlie co-founded United Artists in 1919 with D.W. Griffith, Mary Pickford, and Douglas Fairbanks. Now he had full control. His masterpieces followed: The Kid, City Lights, Modern Times, and The Great Dictator. He wrote, directed, acted, and scored his films. Perfectionism drove him. A scene might take hundreds of takes. He could be irritable, difficult, and solitary. But the result was magic. Behind the camera, his personal life was stormy. Multiple marriages, controversial relationships, and political accusations shadowed his success. Yet he never ceased creating. The Voice of Conscience, The Great Dictator, 1940, marked a bold turn. Charlie broke his silence, parodying Hitler and denouncing fascism. The film was a masterpiece of courage and comedy. In a famous speech, he said, "We think too much and feel too little." But America grew suspicious. The Red Scare painted him as a communist sympathizer. In 1952, while on a trip to London, he was banned from re-entering the US exile, and reflection, he settled in Vevey, Switzerland. There, with his wife Una O'Neill and their children, Charlie found peace. He still wrote, a king in New York, a countess from Hong Kong, though his golden age had passed. In 1972, the US invited him back to accept an honorary Oscar. A teary-eyed Charlie stood before a standing ovation. It was not just a tribute, it was redemption. The secret of his smile, what kept him cheerful? He had seen his mother slip into madness, his father drink himself to death, and the world turn against him. Yet he believed in beauty, in the curve of a smile, the stumble of a clown, the dignity of the poor. He once said, "To truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it." Charlie did just that. He turned wounds into wisdom and tears into art. The final boat Charlie passed away in his sleep on Christmas Day, 1977. He was 88. The world mourned not only a genius, but a man who had shown humanity its reflection. Funny, frail, and full of grace. His grave in Corsia Surveve is simple, but his legacy is vast. As long as there are dreamers, loners, and children who laugh, Charlie Chaplin lives. He gave us more than films. He gave us hope. In silence, he spoke volumes. In comedy, he revealed truth. And through a simple smile, he taught us to carry on. Life can be wonderful if you're not afraid of it. All it takes is courage, imagination, and a little dough, says Charlie Chaplin.